Glubtastic 3. I guess after I made the second one, I was still bored and wanted to make the third one. June 2020. It actually has some update notes. Missing string table. Forest sys. Oh yeah, the forest sys had so many issues originally. You can no longer be cucked out of the grenade launcher spawn on the final map. My wife left me, so I made Glubtastic 3. People took that seriously. Some people were commenting, I'm sorry, your wife left me. He was like, bro, it's a joke. This intro. This was like when I got a grasp of doing cutscenes more and more. There's like a little sketch somewhere of this cutscene I found. I have to find it, put on stream. Oh, so like this fucking map. I conceived this first map after doing some experiments with the ice material parameter, because like a lot of the times I would make these particular like sections of map just based on like some experiment fuckery and hammer I was doing, and like it was purely just me fucking around with what I could do with like sliding bullshit in a map, because I thought that would make a fun game mechanic of some kind, like some kind of silly trolley thing. These stupid boomers are just fizz boxes with models parented to them. There's a little like small v-scripty output that causes these guys to like emit particles and emit sounds depending on the vicinity to a player.
Stop, don't trigger the tank.
Yeah, you can exploit his movement on this. Just have him on the ice.
There we go. Oh god. I think this area took a bit of inspiration from like the Ice Age film. You know, that silly ice cave in the first one where they slide around. I remember hiding some things inside of the ice columns here. Like I said, it was supposed to be in
hiding, but yeah.
There's a bunch of things frozen in the ice. Shit! And in here, there is a hidden Rappy from Rappy and Demo, the old YouTube series I used to make goddamn decade ago. Let's get a good look at that Rappy. This model of Rappy right here is the actual model that I compiled and animated for the Glub server as a player model. And I literally didn't even give it a new animation. That's just a freeze frame of the jump animation from that player model. Yeah. These areas were like, I don't think they were particularly complicated to put together. Like, this is still in the period of time where I was very much like just kind of shitting things out as like experiments, you know? Like, I had like one little silly idea, like I'd make an Ice Age cave and that was it. It wasn't like vastly complex with like displacements and shit. It was just kind of like, you know, having a bit of fun.
Early on, I remember you had issues with the fog in here, like the doorways changing the fog.
Yeah, because you can see the black fog up the top. Yeah. This is like during that period of time I wasn't really so fussed about stuff like that. I remember a limitation I had to overcome with this reflective shader is that there can only be one in the game rendering at any one time. So like, I had to actually delete the one at the start, like physically out of the map, even though it's not being rendered, for this one to work. There was like a bit of a funny play on that whole reflection thing I did at the top of this thing, because I realized I couldn't make another reflective material up there without breaking this one. And then I came up with the idea of thinking, what if I trick you out by having a reflection that isn't actually a reflection? Oh, you're dead.
I'm gonna try lowering the tanks down, then head for the door.
I suggested that fucking shit with the door at the end.
You think you suggested
that?
Oh,
I'm probably dead. Yeah, I tried dodging both the charger and the boomers.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
That's not fair! That's so not fair!
Also, this is the last... Oh, okay, here you go. Thanks, Francis, for breaking that.
Yeah, the bots will break it, but like, if you're all players, this thing kind of like tricks you into thinking it's like a mirror when it's not. What the fuck? You take the red pill or the blue pill?
I don't remember which one is which.
I think the blue pill makes him become the pills. Yep.
There you go. It's more useful.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
This is really
I think this is also the last time where there are no checkpoints at all.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like this is one of those times where I would have just made one of these, shown it to you guys, and you'd be like, that's hilarious, do more of it. You know, I didn't do checkpoints, but I did do a lot of respawn closets.
Yeah.
We cut that wonderful Lewis song here, but I think I added this later on just for a meme.
It used to be a different song.
Yeah, it was. I made it like the sad pills.
Pills. Grab them pills. Grab them pills. 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 Pills.
Just, instead of like giving a solution to low health, what I would do is I would just have these like kind of stupid memes that serve the purpose of giving you infinite
I
pills.
feel awful.
Just to like stop any soft locking from like slow movement.
Like that Francis offering you the pills or whatever in Glub 1 on the boat map. In Glub 2 there was also on the on Simply's map the overdosed Ellis.
Oh! Oh god, the APC map.
Old APC.
This is gonna feel cursed since I made the better one for Glub 5. So like, continuing that theme of like, I just come up with like a silly gimmicky idea and then I expand it into like a full map. And the very start of this one, because I had no idea what to do next, I had just this kind of like test map I made where I tried to make a vehicle. I settled on making this APC. And I have footage of it on the alt channel. There was like pure test footage of me just driving this thing around, and I remember it had horrendous terrain issues. Like it had an inability to do anything other than drive on flat terrain because it totally ruined it because of the way it was set up. In the early phases of this map, I remember this area was as it was, but beyond that was just a massive like landscape of displacements and like some props, like bridges and shit scattered between, where I was just testing the movement capabilities of this thing.
I remember that you added the gate thing at the, like, very late.
Yeah, possibly. If you keep spamming this thing, yeah, this thing gives you a subtle hint that you're supposed to use the APC for people who can't fucking understand that that's what you're supposed to do, because, I mean, why would you want to see in Left 4 Dead? That's it, demand suicide. Yep. Can you spam the button, it does this?
I think the controls... Are the controls different in Glub 5?
Yeah. So there's a little puzzle here, where you gotta jump out of the APC to get on top of this ladder. Because I made this thing really overpowered in terms of, like, the turret just annihilating anything in its, like, range, I offset it by having a ridiculously high amount of specials on this map. There's a joke here that I was unable to make a second APC because it was like, it would cause too much fuckery, so I didn't do it in the end. But instead I left a joke about it by putting a second one here that when you press, just flies off.
Fire in the hole.
I came up with like this goal of raising or lowering the bridge. It's just evolved into like cranking these switches. It's all pretty naturalist design process, like, I say design process, but like the whole way these maps come together is very much like I start off with some kind of experimental idea, and I just expand upon it by like adding puzzles in separate areas that kind of play off the existing mechanics that I've installed for this map. A lot of people get messed up by this area because it's designed to pretty much destroy you unless you're in the APC. But what you can do is you can just kind of like move up and then get out, and then you're able to like shoot these bunker boomers from behind.
People generally have more of an issue understanding that they can shoot the boomers in the towers from underneath. Like, people don't really look up.
I've seen that before.
There's no indication of it.
Yeah, it's not very well indicated. This is of the era when, like, I didn't really care too much if things were massively unfair.
This is not
If it was fun, it was fun. So we got another gimmick here, the basketball court. Let's go, Kobe. Straight in. I remember I wanted that to explode in a very specific way.
I'm gonna sit on the turret now.
Yep. Blast it, Vince.
Are they dead already? Did they even spawn?
Did you... Oh. You know, I'm not entirely sure what happened, but it seems like...
They never spawned.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's because you were up here.
Well, the specials might be right here.
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, they're all in... Why are they
Stuck?
all here?
I don't know, they're all stuck there.
I guess this is where all the special slots went.
There you fucking go. I used to make these just within like a couple months. Like they were not vigorously playtested or like bug fixed or anything. And like, oh, I feel like that is part of the charm of these older maps, is they were very stupid. Because that's what Hee was like. And that's where the inspiration for this came from.
Oh yeah, the cis receding into the sea on the left corner.
Oh yeah! There's a little Easter egg. I added it right at the end of this map, and it kind of hints towards the next map. You can just see him. He just threw a tree on me. That's great. I love how it just cuts off the trees.
I think what I did last time was I just exited the APC and left it firing.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that. It's annihilating them.
Oh, careful for the logs.
Why are they...
Tussle with those logs, yeah. Go.
Why are they bouncing around? That's not supposed to happen.
Interesting. That's weird.
Shit. Oh god.
Oh god.
But in this area, there's like a little brush key that can spawn in one of 16 locations. There's like a little screen of sisses here, I remember this.
The cis pattern.
I'm trying to remember where those locations were. Oh, the burger. That's a little cis, a little cis reference there. Man loves his burgers, or he used to. Hey, nice. That's the big brush key. These lights that you can jump across, they are supposed to be, or rather they're inspired by the lights from the mansion level of Jersey Devil from the PlayStation 1. Because there was a rare chance the key could spawn over here and you have to do across.
I don't think I'm...
Right, we gotta go in the basement and turn off
There's a
power.
zombie behind it.
Don't touch the water. As soon as you turn it off, it's no longer a problem. Yep.
Oh, here come the tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
because
good
there's no
tactic. I really should have put one of these respawn vans in Glub 5. It's such a staple I love. I just didn't think of it, I guess.
I think.
Did I?
Glub City?
Glub City, does it have one? I don't recall. Holy shit. I'll tell you something I remember about this. There was like a chance the APC would just break and the wheels came off somehow. It very rarely happened. But it would like
I don't know if I'm gonna
immediately soft block you because you couldn't get the APC into the door at the end. So we got this forest, Vince's map, which I'm scared of. And then the train map.
Train.
God. Let's see you go. You swiped the witch.
feel that light.
Oh,
Oh.
Keep
you
up
did a
right.
flip.
Doing its job.
At
Wait.
some point,
I'm dead.
I put a bunch of crates here you would
Wait.
impact to. You remember that?
Yeah. Where
Did I? Maybe I removed them because I think they caused some issues with physics. Time for the forest.
Very painful. Very hard. I think the cis forest was like the one that took like an hour or more
Jesus.
the last times.
Well, he gets so fast. Every time you pick up a burger, his speed increases.
Doesn't he reset when you get in here in this room?
So in
Well,
this map in general, there was like a massive trigger, and it doesn't catch these areas that are out of bounds from the forest. But what that trigger does is it immediately locks a path track onto the selected player, because the cis is just a track train that like goes towards a path track that I parented to things. The way that you can juke him out is that if you go out of his triggers, he'll start to like go back to the center, which is where he's set to go. I use lights and lamps to lure players out to the right, but you can walk the opposite direction to do a loop of the map the opposite way.
Sounds like a witch.
Christ. I
Yeah,
put like a
especially
really high
smokers
spawn of
spawn here.
smokers to
Yeah.
like intentionally pull you off these elevated platforms. This cabin was based off the
Also, he's here.
Evil Dead cabin. Huh?
He's here.
Oh yeah, you can hear this cricket noise that increases in volume as he gets closer.
Oh,
So this little cabin was based off the
he's
Evil
coming
Dead.
still.
And, yeah. That's like Ash's car, if you know that film. Oh, yeah. Oh, there he is, there he is.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
coming.
he's actually locked onto me.
Yeah.
So like I said before, this guy is
Spawn
just
up
a...
here.
If you go in and out of the trigger, he will reset onto the most recent player. There you go. Yeah, as soon as we're out of his trigger, he loses interest and he slowly goes back to the center. And the reason why it's playing that noise at a lower pitch is because his speed is lower. One of the burgers is down here, as well as the cis baby in the cot. Ba-ba. So he's now faster. I don't remember by how much, but each burger increases his speed. The voice lines of this face thing is samples of our friends screaming at us back when we used to play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That whole face is just a Photoshop meme of our friend's face that we turned into a texture. He's coming.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember Dovey made these graves. He made one for my YouTube channel.
I
Yeah.
think you made those.
I don't remember actually.
He's here.
I feel like crap.
He's coming for you, by the way.
Oh no.
You're dead.
Oh
God, there-
Building navigation for this map was horrendously bad. Because it's like, the entire map is like an enormous square. I don't know how big it is on the hammer grid, but it's pretty goddamn big. But like,
Well,
these trees are all like a kind of multiple models, where like they have multiple trees per model. And the nav had to build like a massive mesh going between every single one of these trees throughout the whole map, and it caused like a ridiculous amount of like computation on the nav side of things.
well, you
we got
always
this
have
one.
trouble with nav. That's just like a fucking fact of the universe.
Sure, I was using like a very deliberate kind of like guiding the player with lights thing in this. I think you were told me about that before, Vince. That philosophy.
The guiding with lights.
Yeah, and there's also this blood that appears that like points you in the direction of the center. I remember I made some very cursed safe room
He's here.
fuckery for that end area. There was like a there's an invisible ladder going up to a safe room above the circle.
Oh, I'm being smoked. Oh, it's
Oh
over.
god!
That's this map for you. You can die in like less than a second.
Oh, I found the circle.
Yeah, me too.
We gotta place the burgers.
There you go. Now just don't die.
I hear him. There he is, back
There
way.
he is.
Right, we got this. Hey. This is Doom posting in a way. Sis ritual. Because our friend Sis is obsessed with Doom. Ah, right. On to Vince's map.
I think there was a boomer in the safe room. And
Yeah, there was.
and you have a kill trigger for specials and infecteds. Well, once
Yeah.
once you get teleported, and that's why y'all got boomed.
That's what I was saying. Like, I couldn't really make. I had to fake a lot of the safe rooms to make the transitions like without you going in a safe room. Like what I did was, there's a kind of a hidden ladder that goes up to a room above the circle, so the navigation does end at the circle technically. But what happens is you're just teleported up there. Also, this gun is fucked. So Vince, you can take over because this is your map. I didn't really have much to do with this.
map. It was just the idea of having the aftermath of the cis cult thing. Honestly, none of it is particularly cohesive. It's just in terms of like the design, I guess. I didn't really know where I was going.
Pick up his shattered remains.
That's the first one.
It's like the little sisters from the museum. You'll make areas really fleshed out and look nice, but then you'll like lose interest halfway
Then
through.
I give up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Something you always do.
That's what this essentially turned into.
I would always have to beg you endlessly to actually finish the map you started.
Oh yeah,
You were supposed to make a map for Glub 5, but you never goddamn did it.
I know.
Behind you!
In Glub 2, like, y'all were fucking waiting for me to finish my map, I think. But I don't think that was the case for Glub 3.
Now, do not fucking trigger the secret here, the server will crash.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
don't.
put a weird thing up in that hole. When you
Yeah.
explain it.
Behind these cardboard boxes, I think. Yeah, and what it does is it spawns a Left 4 Dead 1 common up in that gap. And every time it's killed, it spawns 2 more in its place. Oh yes. What?
I pressed it just as...
Oh my god, there's another boomer? What the...
God, Vince, when you press that button, I think it intentionally spawns a boomer to slew that infected out.
Oh my god, you're right.
Vince, I would like you to come and explain this room.
Hold on.
There's a certain aesthetic to your maps.
Is there? Yeah, the man room.
You use them, and then they do things. Is there a deep reason behind this design?
Not really.
Right, and then this one spawns a tank on that. Let's
Yeah.
see if we can time it.
Run. Ah, too early.
Got stuck on the corner. You had a fascination with the wheelchairs for some reason. What? There was something about the wheelchairs that interested you. I don't remember.
Well,
exactly
you fucking missed the joke where it started.
Oh yeah, right.
Daniel go out and take a hard left and look at the wall.
God is disabled.
And that's where the wheelchair thing comes from.
I missed that, Vince.
Oh, and then there's
Did
this
he
funny-
make you in his own image?
Essentially. This is just a silly little... this originally was just a way straight through,
Right.
but I thought that was like too straightforward, so I just made this absolute nonsensical detour.
Right. Yeah, what's with the Dunkin' Donuts, Vince?
The Dunkin' Donuts in the middle of God knows where. This is actually based on a real life location of a Dunkin' Donuts of God knows where it is.
No, it's just one donut model, but has the color property on
It
it.
has the paintability
Over
thing.
here.
The China Kid.
Yes.
That was like something that I stapled in the very first Glubtastic map. Like, goddamn face would appear everywhere. That was like the first sis.
Tell the masses what it actually is.
Well, it's just that goddamn Canapple poster from, like, the Dead Center mall.
From from the
I
dead
ju- I
center. You
just
can see
zoomed
the
in.
mall.
Oh, Vince, your weird little garbage simulation right here.
Simulation. I hand animated that. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Or whatever it
Don't
was.
forget the button.
For fuck's sake, Toby!
Yeah, we have the button back there that serves no purpose other than to hear the noise and get you killed.
You have a sound clip of that Louis C.K. museum parody where, like, the button
He hits
says
the
the
button.
end
Help, please.
to get people
Yeah.
in trouble. That's what that is. It's just that Louis C.K. joke. You got very orange up here.
Yeah, for a little bit.
But, like, the thing is, you don't do that to plan things out. You just do that intentionally.
Yeah. I'm one of those people who do not... I don't make a layout in dev textures. I just do everything in one go. So this part is... You can see little sis kind of sticking out. Just the tip of his thing. And every time you press use on the
I
shovel,
don't know if I'm gonna gonna make it.
a layer of whatever dirt, I guess, gets removed, but it also spawns infected
Out of the goddamn
every
toilets.
time. I think the first one is out of the toilets, yeah.
Should we give it a go?
Alright. It's a horde plus a couple of manually spawned infected. Oh, that's a tank. I'm not sure. I think it's because Dovey interacted with the shovel several times and overlapped the events. Not good. Oh god, he got me. There's also a hidden sis in that vent over here.
Is there? Oh, I never noticed that! Huh. I just noticed there's like a spitter stuck to the top of that archway over there.
Yeah, it's a purple spitter.
Why is there a purple spitter there?
I have no idea.
You placed it.
Yeah.
Right, pick up a shadow remains.
Yeah, and then there's the truck. That versus Francis. Best not to stand on it.
Oh,
now you're
I'm down. I can't get off.
Oh.
Oh well. And then this is where I really gave up for a moment. This street section.
Well, you did this funny water burger.
Yeah, that's making that took a little bit more effort again.
You made the
And then that very last bit was again.
The water burger was made because of Simply, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He used to like going to Whataburger.
He loved this Whataburger, man.
Yeah, he used to always go on about getting Whataburger. I remember when you go in here, he says the PewDiePie thing. That's it. Welcome to Whataburger. Your maps in particular have the spicy memes.
Yeah.
This guy would get stuck under the displacement very rarely, I remember. That was a problem.
Yeah, I added like a trigger underneath the displacement that collects him.
Mm-hmm. You made
You
him,
copy
like,
pasted
bouncy.
this for Glub 5.
Did I?
Oh,
that coin.
The coin uses this?
Oh, the coin is the same thing?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it's the same thing. Kind of. Yeah!
Oh, and then there's a horde, so maybe...
In the closet you go. Get in here.
I was about to tell you about that, but you can't.
Came out of the goddamn vent above me, great. You asshole.
Out of the safe room in the ceiling, yeah.
Did you make this funny model at the end? Like all the tubes and shit?
Yep. I did all of that crap.
Mm-hmm.
I owe you.
Is this like the first instance of the sisses being cool?
I think so.
Because like you're inserting the remains of the evil sis, and then he becomes like a helpful sis.
Who said that sis was evil? The one that got split up.
Well, I thought he was the one from the forest.
You are a great bunch. Got him.
Here you go. There's a funny thing I've seen happen in some playthroughs where he hits this lamp and it falls. It can actually down you if you're underneath it.
Oh, can it? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I remember I had to rotate this whole train station because I had to use the same rotation of the end train station as the start train station, like between the two maps.
So I'm gonna say one funny thing about this map is that you technically only travel pretty much from here to the end of this building, and that's the whole map. Because the train never actually moves. All the train does is shake the screen, and then this entire building around you moves away on like a smooth transition. And when you reach the building at the end, it does the same thing inverted. It comes towards you. Because moving platforms in Source cause a lot of like fuckery of aiming. Don't touch the grenade launcher yet, but the grenade launcher has is actually filtered out. Like it can kill the cars and the helicopter in one shot.
My favorite thing to come out of this is the smoker carriages, which is
Oh,
where
yeah.
fucking the whole Bill's bro carriage came from.
Is it?
Pulling
That's
the-
what inspired that.
Yeah, because I fucking love the concept of just the tank being that fucking horse.
God, I force spawn zombies en masse in this, which is a very big fucking lag.
Oh,
Well, behind us, I forgot.
I forgot. It happens this early.
Those honks indicate the amount of, like, fuckers that are coming. Like I was saying, everything that comes into shot is just, like, moving around us. Like, we're standing still and these trains are just moving into view. Oh god. Originally, there was no grace for falling off the train. It was just an insta-kill.
Oh yeah. Party bus.
The party bus is fairly harmless.
Yeah.
Puke on you. Nice.
Hey.
One shot, baby. Those helicopters really fuck you up.
Weren't those helicopter giblets like missing textured, but you hit it by just making
Yeah,
it like
and they're. I gave them like the complete black shader or color override because they, for some reason, have a missing texture in the base game.
Yeah, I guess they're unused chopper jibs.
Smoker carriage.
Hey.
Smoker carriage.
Yeah. Oh, here come helicopters. I got it.
I can handle this.
There's one. I think there's multiple. Yep. Here comes the next one.
Number 2.
I owe you.
That
Oh
chopper.
god, you're right, yep. This one drops globs. If you take too long, this actually overlaps with other stuff, which is really cool. There's a certain
Well, I
amount
think
of
shit
shots.
breaks if you do this too fast on easier difficulties anyway.
Does it?
There you go. Quickly heal up.
Oh yeah.
I love
Not
this.
that much time.
I don't know if I added that before or later.
Talk about how you try to get the boss to shoot those things.
I can handle this.
Oh yeah! One thing that's always a problem with making these kinds of setups is that you have absolutely no support from the bots. And what I did was I had like invisible bullet blocking triggers with like an infected hidden within them that was also hidden. And the survivor bots would shoot at them.
Oh, it's free tanks, I forgot. Oh god, that's bad. Don't die. Don't get off early.
God.
Fuck's sake.
Right.
Stay alive now.
We're on this end, we're on this end.
Don't shoot each other.
We got this, we got this.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
God, holy crap.
This one, the finale shouldn't be that hard as long as we really focus on the Master Big Sis.
Yeah.
If we dawdle too long...
Remember
when he
one
spawns
tank at a time.
Let's start
So,
fire.
you know, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking with this.
At this fucking point, who fucking knows who came up with this fucking cis council idea?
The weird little ending that plays afterwards was simply him.
Simply his idea,
Yeah, it was his
inspired
unfinished
by a
map.
movie or something.
He was gonna make like a full map, but he didn't, so that was just used for that outro.
You know, Dovey, why didn't you explain the strange tanks that appear?
Well, it's just Glub.
It's Glub. Oh, you fucking zombie.
God damn
Oh
it.
god, the goddamn beam! Is it... would we be better off just, like, doing them all at once and throwing them all over?
No!
I know on this boss battle, I think Dovey did me the Master Sis that breaks into pieces, or was it Vince? I don't know.
No, that was Vince.
I made the
Did the sim.
gibbing sisses and the big simulation sis. Oh fuck, there's one right over here. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's cutting me off.
I'm out of fucking ammo.
Oh, everyone get fucking grain launchers. Everyone needs one. Look out.
He has a looping laser attack, and then he fires like sis. This is like the most prominent use of sis lines. Okay, we should be able to do this.
I don't know where the safe spot is.
Yeah, no comments make this week.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
We
good
did
God.
it, boys. There's your simulation. Goddamn Simply. Speaking of Simply, this is his contribution right here. Simply made this, and I think Dovey insisted on putting the Jawbreaker music in. This room was just a silly thing that Simply came up with, but then like we incorporated it as like thus this collective in Glubtastic 4, like a continuation. Like I originally I just envisioned this being a way of saying there are many more sisses. This just started. These are just brushes that turn to face you.
God damn.
We played for pretty much exactly 3 hours.